Banisher basically automatically activates all of his banish effects whenever he wants to.
Julian smiling there, noting how pretty good it is, right? It is a strong...
Okay, well, I'm assuming that the sound is coming through. I'm just... Uh-oh. I don't know what I'm doing. Where's it gone? Maybe we need to just put it the other way. But basically, what we are doing today is I completely forgot that YCS Sacramento was on until yesterday, I think. So I was going to do a normal live stream like I do every Saturday at this moment in time. But I thought what we'll do is we'll do a bit of a watch party to watch the YCS Sacramento. Now, as it looks like I'm joining in round 2 from the looks of this. So I watched round 1. I'll talk about that a little bit later on. But I thought it'd be a nice little kind of like live stream to go on about this and kind of see what's going on. If you want to see the actual event, then just type in YCS Sacramento on Twitch or on YouTube and you'll be able to listen to the commentary and everything else in between. But it looks like, oh my god, there's only 6 minutes left. What the actual hell? So there's 7 minutes left. How did a... Obviously I wasn't paying a huge amount of attention, as you can tell. Oh dear. He's attacked into a... What one? I don't know what to say here. Oh, he's drawing Nibiru. Oh my god, the Fiends for Snake Eyes guy's bricked. But I mean, he's up on life points, so it really doesn't matter. It's still normal summon Laurie, right? Oh no, because then Laurie gets banished. I suppose you just get the monster on the board with a bit more attack though, right? Surely you just go normal summon Laurie, turn that into sequence. Unless sequence, not sequence, sorry. The Link 1, I guess we're about to find out, is the Link 1 have to go to the graveyard? If the Link 1 has to go to the graveyard, obviously it doesn't because of D fissure. I mean, I suppose you make SP, no, because then you need a monster from the extra. Maybe you just turn Laurie into Requiem and then turn Requiem. Oh, weakness. No, he's put the Carnahawk in the Relinquish Animal zone. That's painful. That's very, very painful. I might need to get my headphones actually so that I can listen. I thought my wireless headphones were going to work, but they clearly didn't. Okay, well, I mean, this is just going to open up for maximum damage now, really. Even with D-Fissure in play, it doesn't really... Yeah, SP gets rid of D-Fissure. I mean, I suppose the only issue is there are now 3 summons in. So there's that Nibiru in that hand. Goes to battle phase, get the damage in. Main phase 2, activate another D-Fissure. Has he got combo to play off? He's got to play through the SP Little Knight, though. You saw how damaging just that one Ash was. What is that? Is that a flag? No way is that a Nemesis flag. Lord, it's Nemesis flag. Ah, that's pretty funny. Okay, so we've got a Nemesis flag. So that puts one back. I mean, you use the effect, but what do you get? I mean, I suppose you have to go corridor, right? So you use flag to get corridor. Then if they do SP, you don't really lose anything. Corridor's still strong. What is he down? He's down 18. You let that resolve. You use Corridor's effect to put one of the other banished cards back. And then go battle phase. I don't know how strong Corridor is. I swear it's like 16, 17 or 18. If I remember rightly. I swear it's got decent attack stats. So that'll be interesting. I mean, it's still only 5 minutes left, but... What's he currently searching? Or is he just trying to rearrange the deck because he had a lot? That's 19! Yo! Corridor strong enough. Okay. He's only 2 summons in. Corridor definitely comes down here. Are we literally about to see Nemesis beatdown? So it doesn't summon as cost. I'm pretty sure it targets cost. You can target one of your banished monsters except itself. Yeah, so that's the activation. So SP has to trigger now. But I'm assuming that Julien will want to hold back the SP. because you kind of want to use it. I wouldn't link. Don't link. Just kill the SP. Unless I'm missing something. Am I missing something? No, what are you doing? What are you doing? Oh, I know you... Well, yeah, okay, cool. I forgot Colossus. I forgot Colossus was a thing. I mean, you have to kill... Yeah, you have to kill the SP now. Oh my god, this is literally just going to be... Yeah, sorry, I forgot that Colossus was a thing. Do I think the ban list drops today? No. I don't think they... I mean, they did once, didn't they? Didn't they drop a ban list at a YCS? And I know that there was speculation that they were talking about dropping, that there's some news to happen at YCS Sacramento. Because they did it last time, and there was a European event going on. And what happened was, everyone was going up to the vendors asking for, I think it's like Sky Striker Engage. And everyone put up notices saying, we don't have any Engages left. Like, what are you doing? So... Now, this is going to be interesting because there's 3 minutes aside, and it's literally going to be a race to Lacrima, right? So, that's going to be very interesting. I saw less than 1,000 duelists entered this YCS. Really? I mean, they didn't help themselves when they announced the prizes yesterday. And it was another verse monster. And it doesn't help that this is coming off of the back of Pokemon Worlds. So that's the big comparison that a lot of people are now doing. Is like Pokemon Worlds, just like the entry stuff and the prize war and everything else was so much better. But, I mean, Konami really... They weren't going to change anything. It's not as if they were going to go, right, okay, cool, we've heard your complaints over the past 2 weeks. We're now going to change everything drastically. I am surprised they've held on so long before dropping a ban list. So I think that the speculation is that the ban list drops on the 27th of August, which would be interesting to see. But they dropped a ban list while I was at Philly Regional. Yeah, that probably sounds about right. I'm hyped for the alt-art tuning in the tins for Adventure Synchrons. Just hope Crimson doesn't get hit. I don't think Crimson Dragon will get hit. I honestly, I think if anything, you just hit, because it's only really a negative abuse on the Red Dragon Archfiend card. There's no way Tien is letting this go to... He's letting this get to main phase. He'll take the... Like, surely you take the warning, right? Because as soon as this goes into game... Unless they get given a time extension, unless this goes into the game, he loses as soon as this goes into the game. Because as soon as it goes into the game, as long as Julian can get to main phase, you could assume he's playing the Lacrima, and then he's just going to burn for game, which is such a way to go, but it is what it is. I'm super stoked for the alt-arts as well. I think, like, because we already know, so there's an alt-art Red Eyes, alt-art Dark Magician Girl, alt-art Tuning. I really like Limiter Removal, because Limiter Removal has the Cyber Dragon artwork on it, which is really kind of cool. But then there's also, I'm just going to try and, there were others, just while they're finished deciding up. So we've got the Invocation, which looks absolutely amazing. We've also got the Macabre, which looks also amazing. There's still the alternate art for House Dragon Maid. There is an alternate art for Polymerization. There's an alternate art for Shizuku. An alternate art for Quem and Aluba, which is really sick as well. But we do know... Oh, alternate art Raigeki is another one that we do know that's in those tins. There's an alternate art Harpy's Feather Duster. That's the other one we know. And then there's an alternate art Evil Twin Leelas. And I believe it's the Key Skills as well. Okay, so there's 2 minutes left on the clock. Tien's got all the board breakers in. I don't see why... I would be putting in every single hand trap under the sun that stops the Lacrima burn. Because at this moment in time, with only 1 minute left on the clock, or 2 minutes by the time we go into it, it's very, very unlikely that you are going to get a turn. The chances are your opponent's going to go Lacrima burn. So you have to stop them getting those two monsters on where it's all possible. Otherwise, you're just going to lose. Simple as that. Simple as that. So we've got Bonfire going into Poplar. Poplar's going to summon down. I mean, at this exact moment in time, there's now access to 2, so there's no Droll. Going to get OSS. I think Fiendsmith Snake Eyes take this. All we know is Tien's got a lightning storm. Honestly, I wouldn't have bothered putting in lightning storm, depending on what they took out. There was just no way that this was going to be a T-set pass. So, well, very, very minimal that would have been the case. IP, can he get to... Oh, actually, can he even get to Lacrima? I don't know the build. I've literally joined this in after 6 minutes. But there has to be a route to burn, right? There has to be. Because you don't go Princess, Celine. They've obviously been told that that's time on the round. I mean, maybe you just hold, like... I suppose you hold back your negate for... Is there even free spells? There's not free spells. You can't do that. Whoa, where's the... Oh, is it Poplar? Does Poplar count as a spell? Damn. Appaloosa for 2. I mean, Imperm still ruins this. Like, has he hard opened up Tract or something? We know he's got OSS. I haven't seen how else Snake Eyes burn, but I can only imagine it's Lacrima. So, I mean, it makes sense making the Appaloosa. Protects you from getting, like, nibbed or ashed or anything early doors. Technically, if they don't want to ban Calamity, they can ban the cards that make his lock easier to enforce, but I'm really hoping this is not to be the case. Yeah, I mean, if the difference is, when you had, like, Halley Firebrax and they were banning all the cards that Halley Firebrax was summoning rather than Halley Firebrax, they then brought them all back. But for them to hit Crimson Dragon just because of one card, like Halley Firebrax allowed so many different cards, whereas Crimson Dragon just allows one card. And that card should not exist. But I don't know, there's a lot that I think this ban list needs to change, but I'm still amazed that they're holding off, because in theory, right, they came out and announced that they weren't going to do the ban list because of, yeah, there we go, here comes the Lacrima burn. I think Moon of the Closed Heaven goes as well, because then it makes the Lacrima burn in time so much harder to do. I don't even know, like, I didn't see any traps in Tien's hand, so I highly, highly, highly assume that this is just going to be a Lacrima burn game kind of thing. There's 2 Light Fiends. Are there 2 Light Fiends in the graveyard? Yeah, cool. There you go. Lacrima. Nib Imperm, please. Nib Imperm. Like, I don't like seeing anyone win this way, but I mean, at the end of the day, it is a win con, so kind of like how Cowboy is win con. Princess. Effective Lacrima. It's going to scoop it up. Yeah. Oh, such a shame. Such a shame. It is what it is. It is what it is. I also love how Konami always kind of celebrate high attendance. So, like, we just had our Euros and they were like, yeah, there's 2,000 X amount players here. And we're like, yeah, amazing, cool. And that's with no pass downs. And the next bit of news you hear is, oh, by the way, your OTS championships, rather than the top 4 getting an invite, it's only going to be top 2 now. So you have to literally go undefeated. I think that's a real big issue with the European element of this, is a lot of our locals are franchised. And those franchise do this thing where they don't give out extra packs. They only give out the Konami prizing and entry packs. So at an OTS championship, it's literally like if you turn up, as soon as you lose one game, you go. So you could go the entire day undefeated, lose the last round, and still drop out of the top 2. Very rare if that happens. But even then, you could go all the way to the penultimate round, lose the penultimate round, and there might still be 2 XOs, and then you know your whole entire day has been wasted. Like, there's no, here's a couple of extra packs for getting top cart, here's a couple of extra, prizes. It's kind of really disappointing, to be honest. Because not many people, like, okay, the YCS prizing, I understand, it's not as, or even YCS in Worlds and all of that, it's not as appealing in comparison to a lot of other things. But at the end of the day, most players aren't probably going to reach that height. They need something to aspire to, so obviously you want that that prizing to be enticing, but I still feel that they should be supporting locals. Like, this is the issue, is like during COVID, they got rid of non-bricks and mortar stores, which basically meant in the EU you had to have an actual store to be supported with OTS packs, which I kind of understood. There were a couple of like dodgy things that were going on, so I understood that. Not that I was happy about it, because what it did is it instantly cut down the amount of stores or the amount of OTSs that were represented down south. Like, I used to run an OTS myself, but obviously I didn't have an actual store. But what that allowed us to do is it allowed us to build a Yu-Gi-Oh community. It allowed us to run regionals. It allowed us to run OTS championships and everything else like that. So it was really kind of cool to do that. And then ultimately they were like, yeah, cool, we're not supporting you anymore. You can still run it if you want to, but it means you're going to be paying top dollar for all of your packs, which now means you can't get hold of OTS packs, which is obviously quite appealing for most players. And then on top of that, we're also not going to be providing you with these big tournaments. I used to be able to do regionals, and I was getting like 80 to 100 people to our regionals. Now, obviously, I know that's different from America, but obviously we are a fraction of the size of America. But it's a real disappointment. If the bankrooms drain the blue eye structure, that will be balanced when it comes out. Okay, so this is obviously going to take its time. So let's go back. There's no point in watching game one. We already know that one. Do I want to put myself through the painful? I know how bad this game was. But, I mean, on paper, when someone told me round one is Dark World, Fiendsmith with Fabled, which I didn't really see many Fabled. I'm assuming it was the standard Laurie and Thingy versus Yubel. I was like, yo, two of my favourite decks going head to head. Let's play and watch. And yeah, I'm going to play this at 2 times speed because we've already gone through it, but we'll try and play it through as we go. The pricing truly is an issue, especially when you compare it to other TCGs that give out large prizes to good conditions of top card to be cash prize or prize cards. Yeah, I mean, I stand by the whole point. Like, what was the last? So the last prize card that I can remember that was actually a card that was like half playable was it number 75 or whatever it was, the one that you used to play in Cash Tiras. And then before that we had the Chaos Emperor Dragon, and the last one before that I remember that was worthwhile was Minerva. Like, those were decent prize cards. But I agree with a lot of people that what they should be doing is they should be doing full arts, or they should be doing special alternate arts or special rarities for those prizes, because then straight away they're more sought after, they're more sellable. Like, it's such a difficult, like, to try and justify the prize pool that you get for doing well at these big events is so bad. Like, the one thing that America got that we never got, which I actually quite like the idea of, is you used to get these glass trophies. So you used to get like first, second and third for like your OTS. And I thought that was really kind of cool, because that was kind of like, yeah, okay, so probably at some of the more UK locals or EU locals, that's not as impressive, because like our EU locals can probably go up to like 20 to 30 players, and it's like, yay, I want a trophy for winning locals. But what I would have liked them to do is, I really like the back to duel kind of thing, because then it made it like kind of increase the competitiveness. And we've started to include this in our local environment, where we do a monthly rolling league. So that's where, like, if you win the league, you get a play mat, which I think is kind of cool. And then what we wanted to do is it is with actual Fables. Yo, that's hot, cool. It's with, like, you reward consistency. So, like, every time you turn up, you get a stamp. And once you got your 3rd stamp, you get an extra OTS pack. Once you get your 6th stamp, you get, like, a lost art. So it kind of, because obviously you would have spent that £30 thing, and it basically just rewarded people, because like you will get people at local environment, like the same 3, 4, 5 people that are just massively competitive, they're playing the best decks, they're going to be doing well, they're going to be topping most of the events. But then you didn't want those other people that are turning up still doing well, but they're only getting mid-table finishes, to like lose out. And they're like, hang on a minute, I'm paying every single week to come and play Yu-Gi-Oh because I enjoy it, but what more am I getting from it? So I thought that was kind of a cool idea. It has worked out quite nicely for the local environment, which is really kind of cool to see. But yeah, it's very tricky. Like, when I look at my local area, and what I mean by my local area is, like, there is, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's now 5 local stores in like a 20-minute drive from each other. And out of those 5 stores, all 5 of them are OTS registered, so all of them will provide you with OTS packs. But of those, only 2 do doing OTS championships, and only 1 of them has done a regional. And when I look at the regionals for the UK area, I don't know if it works the same in America. This could be completely different, but with America, with EU, further up north in the UK, because you're further away from London, your prices in your rent for actually having a bricks and mortar store is a lot less. It's a lot cheaper. So the issue is when we're looking for regionals, a lot of the regionals are like 2 hours plus away from the London area, because there's only like 3 or 4 locals in the London area that are actually doing regionals or have the bricks and mortar status. Now, like I said, I'm trying to get the local areas, like the local stores in my area, to be a bit more on top of it to do regionals and everything else in between, because I think they're just really, really good. Like, even if you are just a regular local, I always felt that regionals and big events like OTS championships are massively great learning experiences. It's just a shame that they've kind of handicapped the OTS championship now by saying rather than top 4 get invites, only top 2 get invites. And they haven't actually said anything about pass downs yet in this season, but the chances are they'll probably follow on suit from their last season and say, okay, well, there will be no pass downs. Which, I mean, all well and good, but my other issue with all of this is when you're not giving pass downs and you're not stopping people technically getting a second invite, what you're now doing is, if the next map for an OTS championship is actually really good and people want it, you'll get the same people that already have their invite playing out just to get that map, which then stops someone else getting it. Now, obviously in a very bad example, but the idea behind this would be, let's say you have 10 OTS championships in the same area, right? Or in the same kind of driving area, okay? So OTS number 1, which is like the first quarter of the season, the first 10 people win all of those, right? Now imagine if those same 10 people go and win or get second at the next one, and the next one and the next one. So where that would have been accumulatively, 10, 20, would have been 80 events. So technically, if you did pass downs, 80 individual people throughout that year span would have got an invite to go to Euros. Now, if the same 10 people win those OTS every single one, straight away you cut your 80 invites down to 20, because it means like the first and second of those first 10, if they're the exact same all the time around, you've just cut your possible invites to go out down to 20, because those people are doubling up and there's no hand downs. Like, I know 3 or 4 people that didn't go to, well, just my side, 3 or 4 people that didn't go to Euros this year because they usually get them through pass downs, which is fine. But when you're saying like, okay, well, you need to go and top an OTS, top 4. Okay, well, that's hard enough. That's quite challenging as it is. And you do have a sense of accomplishment when you do that. But now you're saying, right, that's going to be twice as hard to do because you now need to be in top 2, not top 4. And if they come out and say regionals are now going to be top 4 rather than top 8, what I just don't understand is they're self-sabotaging their own game. Like, these are all, like, no bricks and mortar store, top 2, no pass downs, top 2 instead of top 4. Like, they're self-sabotaging their own game, which is absolutely amazing to me. So, that's my little rant over. Ban is coming this Monday night. I've been asked by my locals to not run my Eldritch Kashtira deck. Won 4 weeks in a row and people complained. Eldritch Kashtira, like, why is that an issue? I don't know what your local environment's like. I don't know what players turn out. I don't know what they play, but Eldritch Kashtira is like one of the least worrying things to deal with. Like, Kashtiras are a pain in the arse, but and Eldritch are pretty decent as well at the same time. But even then, it's not like, I can only imagine that those people that have complained are not the ones that are turning up with like, they're with no disrespect, they're probably turning up with like structure decks that can't deal with the standard play that that Eldritch and Kashtira's play. Like, maybe, I don't know. It's weird though, because with a Kashtira Eldritch build, if you drop a shifter, you kind of shut yourself out of your own Eldritch. So I can't imagine that you're just going shifter and they're like, cool, that's it, table flip, I'm out, kind of thing. But I don't know, it's really weird. So as we continue to watch this one, obviously the Dark World player is playing some very interesting techs. He was playing the Fabled, and then he was playing is it Divine Punishment, or basically it's a counter trap card that you discard the same type monster, spell, or trap as the one your opponent activates, and then you negate activation. And then, so obviously a lot of damage has been done. Obviously not a huge amount because this never really fully resolved. And now we've allowed YUGIOH back into the game. But stopping the Nightmare Pain is where YUGIOH becomes an issue. So, I mean, I watched this duel live and I was kind of like, it's highly competitive, all meta, and they're complaining. YUGIOH, Fiendsmith and such. I don't get how they complain about Eldritch Kashtira then, which is pretty funny because, like, those meta decks should be able to compete against that deck, which makes no sense to me whatsoever. Now, when you say it's all meta, is it all gear, no idea, which basically means people that just buy the biggest, shiniest, newest, strongest deck and think that instantly it's going to autopilot themselves and win, or not? With a game so expensive and a meta so stagnant, it's hard to find the will to compete with results are hard to get and underwhelming when got them. I mean, that's exactly it. Like, that's the issue. This format is... I mean, like, if I saw this more often, like Dark World's playing against YUGIOH, like, that's a bit more diverse. But then round 2 was Ritual Beast versus Fiendsmith Snake Eyes, and it's like, yeah, okay, cool, we've seen this story before. And I would not be surprised if the top cut of this tomorrow is Fiendsmith Snake Eyes with the odd YUGIOH thrown in, the odd Runic. Like, you could probably guess the top 64. Like, not every single deck, because sometimes you do get that one rogue deck that just appears. But I would highly expect that you will see Fiendsmith Snake Eyes, you will see Fiendsmith YUGIOH in there, you'll probably see Ritual Beast in there. Like, nothing's changed since the North American WCQ and the EU WCQ. Like, nothing's changed whatsoever. We haven't even had new sets. Yeah, it's just is what it is, really. We've got YCS Lille coming up. I'm not massively that excited about it. The only benefit of YCS Lille is that you get that exclusive playmat. But even then, I don't know. I just don't know. Don't know what to say. There are a few of those, but also really good players too. So like 50-50. What are my top 5 decks upcoming? I'm really like, if you're talking about decks that haven't got, like, that are going to get new support coming out, one of them for sure is Six Samurai. Like, I love the fact that they've got new support. Like, that's going to be, like, I don't think it's going to be dominating meta, but it's really kind of cool to be able to pick the Six Sams back up. That'd be really fun. Does Isolde come back off the ban list? I like the look of the Malice deck, but I like it because of the Alice in Wonderland theme. I'm not such a big fan of it being a weeboo, waifu type deck. Now, what I mean by that is, and hear me out before everyone goes crazy, is straight away the deck's already been hyped. If the artwork was less weeboo, waifu kind of pushed, the hype would be like down here a little bit. So I feel like the actual deck, playability and what it does, and then the Alice in Wonderland theme puts it up here. The artwork selection puts it up here, which now means the prices and the rarities for that one is going to be up here. So as soon as it gets to that point, I'm like, yeah, no, I'm not paying 250 quid for a deck that, like, it's got 7 ultras that isn't even fun. Like, Vanquish Soul, different story. Vanquish Soul was really fun. I quite like the idea that it was like a battling game. I love that theme behind it. They didn't need to go all out on the weeboo artwork. It was actually really kind of cool. I was like, yeah, all right, I'll pay a bit of money to get this deck. But I'm not paying, basically I don't like the idea of paying waifu tax. That's kind of how it is. That's why I'm glad I picked up White Forest, but I traded my Tempai for White Forest. And I wouldn't say that White Forest is weeboo related, but I just love the synchro aspect of White Forest. I think it's actually really fun. I've been testing it. And now the only thing that's really missing for the deck is like Centurions, but I'm going to wait until the tins for that one because they might be reprinted in that. I don't really like the idea of paying huge amounts of money for the Centurions because, again, the Centurions was another deck that it wasn't incredibly broken or busted, yet it got given so many ultra rares that the price of it was like a £300 core, and I'm like, yeah, no, I'm not paying £300 for a deck that is not like top tier. And even then, I don't like playing the same deck as everyone else, which is why I don't really like to play. I didn't really like playing Tempai. I didn't really like playing Snake Eyes. I liked playing Yubel, but I was playing Yubel before the Fiendsmith came out. I was playing Yubel before Phantom came out, and I just liked what it could do, and I've liked the way that it's evolved. Whereas I think that Snake Eyes has kind of got stagnant and gone, yeah, we'll just put that engine into it. Oh yeah, we'll just put the next best engine into it, and it's just kind of gone, like, floated along. Top seed 4 will probably be about 50 Fiendsmith Snake Eyes, yep, along with some odd Tempai U-Bells, which will be Runic Stun, and maybe some road decks popping out like engine gear. I'm hoping in Supreme Darkness DDD get the new wave, otherwise known as the craziest deck to learn. I do like DDDs. I feel that the issue with DDDs right now is quite the same with Elemental Hero or like hero decks, is all of the cards that they play in the deck are all good. Like, none of them are none of the cards you're like, okay, we need to drop this, we need to cut this. And the issue is, because they have so many good cards, when you're putting the deck together, you usually get to about 30 cards of just core engine cards, like core DDD cards or core hero cards, and you're like, I can't really cut them any further down. So if DDD did get new support, even their extra deck is super tight. Like, literally, you probably play about 15 DDD extra deck. So the issue is, when they get new support, they will need a card that power creeps cards they already have. And even then, you just get a stronger version of what you already have. You don't get the deck to be taken into a different direction. So as much as I'd love to see them get support, yeah, I don't know. I love the Evil Hero is another one that I'm looking forward to. I like the idea of the Evil Hero cards. The Blue Eye Structure deck, I'm excited for that. And the speculation of the Dark Magician Structure deck. Like, if we get cards half as good as those Blue Eye cards, then happy days. Happy days. Yeah, Lightning Storm. Really hoping Zephyr get in Terminal World 2. That'd be kind of cool. Speaking of which, do you believe that we will ever get any Vanquish Soul support? Yeah, I mean, they've only had two brand new cards, right? They got the Trap card and they got the Jiaolong. I definitely think, again, it's one of them ones that could get support, but when you look at it, the only thing they're missing is they're missing extra deck cards. I don't think they need any more main deck cards. The fact that Rock can't be used as link material kind of shuts them off of getting a link 2, but it would be really kind of cool if they got their own rank 4, or if they got another link 2 kind of option, which would be really kind of awesome. Funny how Snake Eyes has just been changing the adjacent engine with new releases. Pure, FK, yeah. Asmania. Yeah, the Asmania is something I'm not looking forward to. Wait, are we getting Dark Magician Structure deck? Yeah, apparently so. Apparently it was a Blue Eyes and a Dark Magician Structure deck. So they're going to do like another retrain, which means we're probably going to get I would like to see a new Dark Magician XYZ, which would be kind of cool. It should be a new Dark Magician XYZ and a new Dark Magician Fusion. But what we really need is a Dark Magician like fusion spell, one that Rod can search and one that gets you into Dragoon without completely. Yeah, okay, they've got Secrets of Dark Magic, but they need something like a Red Eyes Fusion that lets you fuse from deck. Otherwise, you're just not going to get anywhere, really. Okay, let's see how... 42. Oh, my days. It's not so good. Where am I? Up to 6. Oh, he's got Havertz. Cheeky. What? No Salah. 59. 66. Hmm. 53. Who have I got below me? 48. What am I on? What? That doesn't make no sense. I'm on 40. Whatever. Fantasy football. The GOAT, great to catch alive as always. Informative, do you think Runic is going to be hit on the ban list directly or just associated with cards like Skill Drain? I don't know, to be honest, because I think with the Runics, like, with Runic, the only degenerate version of the deck is Runic Stun, because their only win con for Runic Stun is to mill you out. That is it. Whereas with Joshua Smith's builds, they're always quite complementary. And to be fair, if I was Konami, I would be supporting Joshua Smith, because what he does is literally Joshua Smith was probably single-handedly responsible for the price rise in White Forest. Now, obviously, with Konami, they're not going to be like, yeah, cool, great, thank you, you've increased the price of the second-hand market. But what it would have done is it would have increased the value of Infinite Forbidden. Because when you looked at Infinite Forbidden, when you bought a box, it was literally pull Maul Chummy or pull Engraver or bust. Whereas when Joshua Smith had that little bump, it then became, cool, I can now pull 4 out of the 10 secrets and I'm in a good position. So, I mean, I feel if you hit another bit of, if you were to hit something else on the Runic engine, like the next 2 cards you would hit would probably be Tip or Hugin. If you hit Hugin, it will probably cripple the deck a little bit too much. If you hit Tip, that's fine, but then all you're really doing is just slowly knocking it down. You go, okay, cool, now we're going to put Tip to 2, and they're like, okay, so I've lost 1 consistency card. I'll now replace that with another consistency card. So I think we're in this grey area where probably what they need to do is get rid of the degenerate floodgate kind of esque element, because at least that will balance it out and hit everything rather than just the Runic stun. But I don't think they're really going to do much, to be honest. Great stream, I like your commentary. Have a nice day. Thank you. Take care. Tinta? Is it Tinta? Hopefully I got that one right. I think a Rise Heart, XYZ, or Tier Kick, Callus Fusion, or Electro might come off the list. I think with those 3 cards, as much as I would love Rise Heart to come back, they weren't healthy for the game. Like, Tier was not a fun format, and I can't imagine anyone wanting Tier to come back to full power and be like, yeah, leave everything as it is and bring Tier back. Like, I don't think Konami's ever really done that. I can't think of the last deck that they've brought back that's come back and then had the same power effect. I'm trying to think if there's anything off the top of my head. Like, in credit to them, they've never really gone back unless it's a time, like when you look at Dragon Rulers, right? They've now got all of the Dragon Rulers back at 1, right? So they've brought them all back to 1. Dragon Rulers is definitely not the top tier meta deck that it once was. Like, we're just way past that point. I still feel that it's too new. I mean, you look at like the TOS format, they've kind of redone all the bans they did on that. Like, Colossus is now back to 1. Harp Horror is now back. Protoss is back, not that that was in TOS format. Sky Strikers is now pretty much back. So, like, that hasn't really changed. Like, they haven't now become top tier meta, and to be honest, very rarely are people playing it. So the game is in a healthy kind of state of power creep. And what I'm trying to say is I feel that it's too soon for Kit Callus to come back. I could probably see Electromite coming back. I don't know how that would affect the game itself, because when I look at the Pendulum decks, yeah, okay, I feel Pendulum decks are a lot easier to stop nowadays, but I also feel that Pendulum decks are, here's my entire hand, my entire deck, my entire board, my entire extra deck. Break it and win, don't break it and you lose, kind of thing. Like how Triff used to do it back in the day. Triff used to literally go, yeah, so we play this combo piece, this combo piece, this combo piece, you put everything on the board. He had like 2 cards left in the deck, no cards left in the extra deck, and would just be like, right, okay, cool. Break it and win, don't break it, lose. So, all in one. What they must do is reshape the Red Eyes deck. Something like what they did with the new Tachyon Eye support, a new line. Is easy, accessible, reliable, and viable in competitive environment. Highly unlikely in my opinion, but I would appreciate it. No, I agree. I think Red Eyes is literally like that. Is it the middle child? It's literally the middle child between Red Eyes and Blue Eyes and Dark Magician. That it just doesn't get the love that it deserves. And when it did get its support, which was what, back in 2017, wasn't it? When they got Redstone Legend and everything, and Red Eyes Fusion, it was built as a burn deck, which couldn't really complete an FTK, and they don't like FTKs. And then they're given Red Eyes Fusion, which is probably like one of the best fusion spell cards down. And the best thing about Red Eyes Fusion is, in my opinion, that and Shaddoll Fusion, I feel that are, in today's game and age... Oh, looks like we're going into round 3. Oh, Pack's on stream. Oh, he's on White Forest Runic. Okay, we'll have a look at this in a second. Yo! Elemental Heroes. Alright, I'm going to pause this and we're going to watch this in a minute. But they're 1-1. Yo, I'm going to tell... let me just tell Kyron that Heroes are on stream. But yeah. So we've got our OTS Championship tomorrow. I'm going to be running it, so I can't play, sadly, but that would be really kind of cool. Great response. I have 3 Runic variant decks in Sprite, Earthbound, and Stun. I totally agree on the insight in correlation to Joshua boosting info sales based on the popularity of Wi-Fi. See, I don't like Runic. Not that I don't like the way Runic is. Like, playing Runic, I don't like. Because it never really fit my playstyle. However, what I did like about Runic is that it allowed me to be creative with Earthbound. I thought that was a really kind of fun mixture. And it's also really kind of fun with generators, because obviously they share the lore. So that was kind of cool to play with those. I feel when it came down to Runic Stun, I was just like, yeah, it's not me. Really don't like that. I haven't played Runic White Forest yet, but I'm about to see how Pack plays it. And what was the other one you said? Sprite. I haven't played Runic Sprite, but again, I can see how it's quite useful, because obviously it gives you that level 2 access. Anyway, let's watch Pack play. We're going to put this at 2 times speed. And I've got Elemental Heroes. Oh, I'm so happy. E-Heroes, let's go. Sorry, Pack, but I want to see Heroes win. I really do. I want to know what their build's like as well. I've been trying to work on an updated hero builds, but quite like DDDs, they just have so many core cards that you don't have space for anything. Like, every time I build the deck, I only have like 8 slots that are either hand traps or board breakers. So it's really, really tricky. Okay, cool. He won the dice roll? Pack. So start off with Upstart, give you 1,000. I don't care, because we're going to be able to get rid of that 1,000 pretty quickly. Flashing Fires to summon. Going out for Hugin. Now what we've got, Hugin Ditch, evenly matched. Ooh, Astral Summon the Hugin. LZ. Oh. He always has to one-up. How can he have, if that's a super Flashing Fire, but he's got Starlight LZs? You're killing me, Pack. You're killing me. What did I just miss? Oh, LZ, search out that. Search, get the trap card, link those two together. Coral Dragon, okay. Got a Synchro 8 coming. What's he got in his hand? He's got a trap card. Oh, no, has he opened up favourite contact? That's the other issue with heroes as well, is that they play bricks you don't want to be seeing in your hand. They play too many, you want them back in the main deck. So, is he going to get the draw off the coral? He's going to get the draw off the coral. I do like this little bit, that you can recycle your runic spells. That's kind of cool. Gets the draw off a Coral Dragon. Oh, no, he ripped the fountain off of the draw. Oh, Smiting Storms. He's going to be able to get 2 back and draw 2. I can't believe he just ripped the fountain off of that. Ditch the Woes. Gets the second fountain. Oh, that's heartbreaking. Oh, that's so painful. Woes resets. That's kind of cool synergy. He's got a Dark Ruler no more. A monster, another spell. And then 3 set that he has to deal with. Ugh. You really need like an Evenly or something here. So there's a Dark Ruler. He's going to fire that off. Doesn't really do anything. Just, well, it does. It kind of just trades for the thing. Hero Lives. That's a good one to start with. He's got Hero Lives. He's got Favourite Contact. Stratos effect to search. He's paid half his life points. What are we going for here? Liquid Soldier. Oh, is he hard open a Poly? Was that the other spell? Oh, he got the hard open to Faris. Oh, and the Mali. Go on, boy. Let's go. I mean, I think Pack's got too much set along the back. Like with the cards in hand and fountain in the drawer and everything else. But this is still kind of cool. Like, I mean, I told you, he saw the Mali, which is, again, the brick you don't ever really want to see. But, I mean, he's got the Liquid Soldier, so as soon as, if this resolves, he gets a Poly. He's still got the Trap card. No, there you go. So there's the Negate on the Vion. We're going to banish the top 2. Oh, he lost the... Oh, he lost Neos as well. I mean, he's got the Trap card, so... think the Neos, he can spin the Neos back, right? Patch going for the draw 1. He's still got the trap card. The trap card's going to let him get into a synchro. So, but he needs to bring back a 4, right? Summon out. Oh, he can go into a 6. Book of Eclipse. He's still got the... no, he doesn't have the poly, does he? He's got the Liquid Soldier. He's got Mali, but what does it do? Mali gets him the trap card. I mean, it fins at Mali, so you don't see the second one, but you can still have the chance of seeing the third. I do like the artwork on the Silveria, though. Like, the artworks on the White Forest are actually really kind of cool. It reminds me of, like, Hansel and Gretel, and, like, I just like the story and everything behind it. It's really kind of cool. So there's a favourite contact. I don't know if you can actually use the favourite contact. Return the Book of Moon, summon it back, add back the LZ. Start picking off front row, back row. So can't be destroyed. Milled 2, milled 3. Oh man. Miracle Fusion as well. Brutal. Absolutely brutal. Destruction to deal with the back row favourite contact. Has he got a target to do this? I'm pretty sure he must do if he's activating it. Is there a way to stop it? Chaining the effect to summon. It's going to Book of Moon everything, right? Alright, Book of Moon is what gets brought out. Two darks? Oh, DPE. And DPE is going to get booked. Wait, what? I'm so confused what's happening. Oh, right, Destruction. Now... So then the Book of Moon... Wait, hang on. Yeah, so the Book of Moon would resolve. Then the fusion happens. Right, cool. Got it. I got a little bit lost on that one. So DPE destroys increase. Cool. Destroys the field spell. But we already... Wait, what? Why has DPE been flipped face down? Wait, hang on. I'm so confused what's happening here. So you went... You summoned out the Book of Moon. Oh, it was Chain Link 2, wasn't it? So it'd be... Chain Link 1 was a track, Chain Link 2 was that. Then you bring out DPE, and you bring out... So you'd bring out the Book of Moon, you'd resolve bringing out the DPE. You'd go... It'd be Chain Link 1, Book of Moon, Chain Link 2, DPE, and DPE decided to destroy. Okay, cool, got you. Whew. Playing catch up. I mean, yeah, the Jerry... Is it the Jerry? Is that Jerry? Yeah, Jerry added back the field spell. I mean, there's no battle phase, but... At least DPE is in rotation. Oh, his favourite contract. I thought this was weird. It needs a Neos, doesn't it? Let me have a look. I was wondering why. So, special on a fusion monster from the action that mentions a hero monster as material, ignoring its summoning conditions, but placing the fusion materials mentioned on it on the bottom of the deck in any order from among cards in your hand, field, graveyard, and or your banished cards. If you place Neos into the deck, neither player can return that monster special by this effect to the extra deck. You can only activate one favourite contact per turn. Okay, so just rewinding the game state. So he can use his banished Neos, right? Double check that it's a card that actually mentions a hero. I think he's got confused with a card that mentions a hero monster. Because there's only one target, right? There's only one target you can summon, which is the Neos one. No, because it has to mention a hero monster, right? You can't do it with that one, right? No, because it just mentions in water. Hell, I'm so confused, because why couldn't you do DP then, right? So it's for any hero, so then why couldn't he DPE? Is that because he used Faris? He was trying to use Faris as the He was trying to use Mali as the level 5 or higher when you needed to use Mali as the well, I'm so confused. But then he could have made DPE, right? So this was all, he still could have done it. He just used 2 wrong materials. Because like you said, he can use Neos. I don't have the cards right in front of me, but... DPE. Level 6 or higher hero monster. And a Destiny hero monster. So yeah, he could have just made DPE. Yeah. So the reason he couldn't. So all I'm trying to understand is. So the reason he couldn't make DPE is because he used the Mali as the Destiny hero, but he used Faris as a level 6 and Faris as a level 5. So as you said, he can still make DPE. He just should have needed to use Stratos. Too many heroes. He could have just used Neos. So I'm so confused as to why he backtracked and then decided to make. I suppose with Absolute though, the second that it leaves the field, it will nuke Pack's board. But that is a spaghetti junction, that one. So maybe he got lucky that they took it back and he saw that Absolute was a better option. Yeah, okay. Maybe Absolute is the better one then. I mean, he's got nothing left, unfortunately. Oh, well, apart from the fact that he's up. Oh, yeah, because he went up to 9,000. Lol. Hang on, wait. So 9,000 went down to 4.5. How's he up on 7,500? Where else did he gain life points from? Have they forgotten to take his life points away from... Chicken Game. Did they forget to take his life points away from Hero Lives? So he's paid 1,000 to draw a card, and then just going to play the field spell again. Tip. I think at this point, Pack just gets so much resource in the hand that there's nothing that James can do. That being said, like a Dark Claw on this deck is quite funny. I think he's just going to deck James. Like, no one wants to lose this way. I mean, Pack's not attacking for like another turn at least. But then I can't imagine that he doesn't have anything set to deal with Absolute or anything like that. Oh, no, it's completely throwing me. So we've got a full hand of 5, 1 set, field spell and rotation, Chi Xiao that can banish, but he doesn't want to banish the Absolute. Droll. Yeah, flip Absolute. Is that a Stratos still? Flip Stratos. This is the other issue with heroes as well, is that I don't play many generic cards from the extra deck, so what do you now do? Like, Stratos can kill the SP. Yeah, it doesn't look like he plays any generics at all. So that Droll summon just wouldn't do anything. I mean, a funny attempt would be to crash the Absolute into the Diabell and then attempt to nuke the board. I don't know. No, not unless that card in the hand was draw all 5 pieces of Exodia. Evenly would have been pretty funny though, actually. If he clears off his own monsters, that would have been really funny. Okay, what are we getting? Yes. Surprised he went Divisor. Surprised you didn't go Cross Crusader. Because they're both warriors, right? Now he can't get into Cross Crusader. So he protects the Diabell from being destroyed. He dodges with the SP. Chi Zhao banishes, yeah. I mean, it's pretty much game, like, the writing's on the wall. Even without the battle phase, unless there's something else that I'm missing, but... So you pass that back. Pack skips his battle phase. Then what holds back all the Runic cards? Yeah, I mean, there's no one card that James can top deck. Like, even a Stratos doesn't... It was a Stratos, yeah. Stratos does nothing here. So, like, search out Faris, you just go SP, banish, banish. This is just this is just the disappointment of the meta, I'm afraid. The Deathlight heroes just can't get close. Can't get close. SP comes back. Stratos comes back. Switch. Yeah. Yeah. No effect. Just nothing that's going to protect him. So you're just swinging for battle. Do you think branded Despia Shaddolls is going to be viable in the Fiendsmith meta? Play the Bestial package with the branded Shaddolls build from your video minus duality. I think Shaddolls just need so. Like, my favourite Shaddoll build that I ever made was thanks to Joe, actually. And it was a going second version with Shaddoll fossils, and it actually gave you an OTK. But then on top of that as well, it also gave you protection from Nib because you made Shekanaga. So you'd go Shaddoll Fusion, make Shekanaga, and you sent the... You would send Genius plus the Skull, the Fossil Monster. And the Fossil Monster searched you out Fossil Fusion. Actually, no, it wasn't Genius, sorry. It was Hedgehog. Basically one that searched you a Shaddoll monster. So off of Shaddoll Fusion, you had access to your fusions, the Fossil Fusion spell, plus you had a Shaddoll monster. And you basically went off from there. But it was a really kind of cool combo that I quite enjoyed. Should the hero player should have scooped a lot earlier? Oh my god, is he on 3 woes? Should the hero player have scooped earlier? Without seeing what's left on the clock, I think there's like, what, 26 minutes left on the clock? I mean, the writing was on the wall. It was kind of like... It was evident that they weren't going to be able to break that board. But, that being said, if he does get to combo and he does get to go into Dark Angel, I highly expect Pack will scoop a lot quicker. And again, this is the issue with Runics, is Runics have a way of gaining life in time. So they really don't care if they don't have a battle phase because they have another option to adapt the life points. And I would assume that Pack would definitely take out Upstarts game 3 if there's not enough time left. Because he's not going to want it to be a draw. So let's see what these hands go with, shall we? There's an Ash. Is that an Ash and an Imperm? No way he's opened up favourite contact again. And Shadow Mist. No! No! Not like this. Not like this. I can't see what those heroes are in his hand. I think one of them's a Mali. So there's the Ash on tip. There's a Talents is going to absolutely brutalise him now. Oh, there's an increase as well. Yo. Oh, man. That's so... Yeah. Oh, he drew an LZ off the back of that. Man, this is brutal. He sends the talents of LZ. That's interesting. Well, he plays 2 Rusilia. Or Rusia. Well, I suppose technically he hasn't summoned the Rusia, so he can still special summon it. I mean, this goes Coral Dragon, Pop, right? Yeah. Coral Dragon Pop. Yeah. Has he got... He can make... no, he can't make DPE. I don't think he can make anything. Ugh, man, that's so brutal. I mean, there's no battle phase, but surely you just go... Oh, right, maybe there is a battle phase because he ashed it. He gets a search of a Shadow Mist. Surely you go for Stratos, right? Or do you go for Faris? Faris actually might be the better one. Yeah, because Faris gets Mali in the graveyard. Yeah, summon Hugin. Hugin discards. Surprised he got rid of talents. I would have thought talents would have been more helpful here, but... Because now what? Pac will only have 1 when he draws. But then... Oh, no, yeah, sorry, because then the Queen will add a spell back from the grave. He's already used Tip. He's already used... I mean, surely you just add back talents and draw 2, right? Goes for a Tip. Draw 1. Oh, a Flash and Fires. I mean, talents would have been pretty good to add back. Is there not a battle phase? I thought they only have to skill a battle phase if it resolves, right? Runic. I would like to think Pac would know that, so I would trust Pac. Oh wow, no, there isn't a battle phase. Activate one of these effects, but skip your next battle phase after... Oh, it's after activation. I just assumed that Pac would know better, but okay. Alright, well that changes a lot of things. Fountain's back in deck. I mean, I'm glad that they let them repair this, to be fair. Oh, can heroes make the crap back on this? What hasn't he used? It was Flashing Fires that he hasn't used. You still go the same route though, right? You still go Hugin, ditch a spell. I think this is actually bad for the hero player though. I think they really wanted that. Like the way that it was going, it was probably more beneficial for them. Because I feel that now, surely you go... What do? You go Flashing Fire, summon out Hugin. Hugin synchro with Coral. 1 random draw. Plus a spell add back from the grave. Plus a ditch of a spell to search out the field spell. So you've got Fountain in rotation. You'd probably take the talents back from the grave now, right? Cringing in the hero Discord. You gotta feel bad, man. Like, there's nothing you can do. My friend that plays heroes, well, not even just my friend. Like every time I play heroes, I always see increase. It's why you play increase at 2, but it's a card you don't want to play at 2. If you could, like, if it was someone from hand or deck, you'd probably like place it from hand or deck. You'd probably arguably still only play 1 of it. But the fact that it's completely dead when it's in the hand is just such a pain. Alright, come on then, where are we going? Come on, Pac. Unless I've missed something, you have to use the spell to summon. You're going to sink into an 8, you're going to take that random draw. I don't see any other outcome to that, right? Yeah, there we go. Alright, well. Ditch the spell, search out the field spell. I suppose the only issue is you've used both of your Runic cards here. But then you just go sink, draw. He's probably going to rip some godly card off the top of his deck. That to add back, Coral to draw. Adds back tip, draws a random card. Play the fountain. Oh my god, it was as well. Really? Oh, this is how it just flips on us. Like, literally that one random draw has now given Pack 3 fresh new cards. Whereas previously, that one draw didn't give him that. That one draw gave him a brick because he used a card. He'd already had a card that he'd already used. And now it just changes the game now. It now puts it back in Pack's favour. Whereas if that resolved previously to just being that one random card, the only thing that James would have had to play through is the Diabell effect to summon. I mean, fair enough, James has just top decked to Stratos, so the exact same outcome. But yeah, now Pat just reloads his entire hand. I don't think there's any way around this. I'll tell you what I would have done. I would have flipped the Shadow Mist. And then go Stratos to pop. Because then at least you threaten the field spell, right? And then you'd go into... Is there a Destiny Hero in the grave? No, there's not. Yeah, wait. Yeah, no, that was it. So you flip you flip Shadow Mist, you normal summon Stratos. Stratos effect to threaten the field spell. As long as he doesn't destroy your monster, you would then link the 2 monsters off for the Faris. Link the 2 monsters off for the Cross Crusader, and then you would trigger Shadow Mist effect in the graveyard because it was sent there to search you out. I'll tell you what heroes need. Heroes need a link 1. That'd be great. To then get your Faris, and then you would have taken away the field spell. That's what we should have done. Missed for Mali one time. Yeah, no, I think that's where it would have been, is you needed to threaten the field spell. So flip Shadow Mist, normal summon Stratos, Stratos effect to attempt to pop the field spell, link Stratos and Shadow Mist together for Cross Crusader, trigger Shadow Mist to get you your Faris. You're now back in this position here, but he doesn't have the field spell in play. Yes, you have the Chi Zhao, but then the Chi Zhao isn't getting anything more, or the Cheng Ying, sorry, isn't getting any more because he can't activate the spells from hand. Well, actually, unless there's a Hugin. Is there a Hugin in the grave? There must be a Hugin in the grave, right? Okay, so then the Hugin protects, so that complete theory goes out the window. Yeah, this doesn't go anywhere. So disappointing. So disappointing. We've already lost the Eternal Favourite as well. Top deck's woes. I mean, there's no battle phase, but yeah. Chi Zhao then, Chen Ying then gets rid of 2. Yeah. Surprised didn't get rid of Increase, which is quite interesting, but draws more cards, sets woes, normal summons Sylvie. Sylvie searches if he's got any more targets to search. Passes turn. Oh, top decks the Ash. Oh my guy. Your draws have been absolute dog. Yeah, Rusia, put back the level 8 Diabell. Add back the LZ. Yeah. So painful. LZ. Summon. Send. Summon. Add Sylvie. Yeah. This is game now. He doesn't need to activate another Runic. So it's literally just Sync 6. Interesting. Surprised he didn't go through the other one. But then he also does have Woe set still. Special normal summon Sylvie. Still no search for Sylvie, so he's obviously got everything he needs to. Oh, he does do piercing battle damage actually. Yeah. Oh, this game. This game, this game, this game, this game. So sad. So sad. It's a sad, sad situation. Is that the one that gives it piercing? Yeah, they all gain 500. It does piercing, right? Yeah, so illusion and spell cast a single monster you control gain 500 attack, and if the attack defense you must flip piercing. Double piercing battle damage. What? Yeah. Big sad. I mean, it just is what it is. Like, it's a shame when you see matches like this because obviously Pac did play incredibly well. There's no taking away from Pac on that one, but what you'd like to see in matches like this is you actually want to see, like, you want to see the player be outplayed. You want to see the player lose and be like, yeah, okay, cool, hands up, they lost outright. Whereas this one, it just got like, one person had the luck, one person didn't have the luck, one person drew the bricks, one person didn't draw the bricks. It just is what it is, sadly. But it's part and part of the game. Did we finish off the duel? Yeah, we did finish off the duel, didn't we? What's this? The World Celebration. Like, look at this, right? So, World Celebration back in the day was really cool because you would play by the world's ban list, which was quite fun. But this one, what they used to do is they used to give out a playmat for the winner, and then they used to give out, I think there was like a field center that you could have got as well. And then what they did is they used to give these out to the overall winner as well. And these used to be really cool. So you used to get, and I've got some over there. It was, I think one of them was Red Eyes and Monster Reborn. One of them was Dark Magician and Blue Eyes. And one of them was a Dark Magician girl, a Blue Eyes alternative, and a Monster Reborn, I think. Now it's like here, you can have Doom Caliber Knight and a Swords of Revealing Knight in quarter century secret rare. Bruh. And then you can buy the sleeves and the mat from a world championship from like 2014 or whatever it was. So, support the world championship competitors through watch parties, win exclusive prize cards, purchase commemorative sleeves and game mats. Like, let's see if they've done any other announcements that I haven't seen. Apologies, that flashing is probably absolutely doing your eyes in. I do like this though. Like, this has my hopes up for so much because, like, look, they have the capacity to do anime. They have the capacity to do the anime, and they just, like, I can't tell if this is just trailers or if this is like legit they want to do mini animes, because they have the capacity to do it and it looks incredible. Like how Star Wars did on Disney when they had like 20-minute episodes of different animation styles, but they were like little stories. What I would give to be able to see these as actual story, like anime stories, would be insane. Like, just look at this. Like, it just brings the cars to life, man. Melfi's of the Joyous. Like, show us this stuff, man. Let us watch this. Don't go and make, like, don't go and make a new anime to sell the card. Like, don't go and make a Speed Dolls anime because you're not going to sell the cards anymore. And don't go and make the is it Yu-Gi-Oh! 7s or whatever it is right now? Like, just show us these. Like, look how cool this is, man. Zeus versus Typhon. It's like Gundam. Like an episode of Gundam. So sick. So sick. Is what it is. I feel you got to play more than 40 so you don't draw like that. Yeah, I used to put, I think I went up to a 50 card build once for Heroes, which was interesting. They could do a full of Sky Striker anime series and base it off the manga. Yeah. I mean, I think there's just so much creativity that they could do. Like Six Samurais, easily get an anime off the back of this. And I love the with the Six Samurai, it kind of has like Demon Slayer vibes to it on those like water bits they just did. But even then, like look at how crisp and clean and yeah. Yeah, look at the smoke and everything like that. I love that style. I think that's so cool. God, I would love to watch that. Not so much this. I mean, it just proves that they can do it, the quality they can get. But we're trending 60 with the evils. Yeah, 60 is doable. I haven't really looked at the evils. All I know is that the evils exist. And I'm like, okay, cool. Go. Fire breaks out at Somerset House. This one could have been an anime. Like how Branded could have had its own anime. Through the peak of Branded, this could have been something incredibly special. Like I just love how they've brought the artworks on the cards to life. It's like, yo, continue, like go, give us more. And they're like, yeah, no, we're not gonna do that now. Some good voice actors, animation looks sick. It's just, and then we get those. So what's all this? Don't just show me freeze frames of this. Show me actual episodes. Magius, nice. Sulfur chords. It just shows that it can be done. That's the disappointing part about it. Sky Striker. I don't know. Thank you for playing the card game for 25 years. Here's shorts of what you know we know you want, but we're not going to give it to you. The fact that this has a manga, like you've said already, and they can just... They want us to be creative with info stuff. Maybe they can be creative with the actual cards they sell us. Konami animation. Anyway, we've already seen duel number 2. What else we got? I love, like, why are they showing us a trailer of this, right? Like, I know this is the computer game, but like we don't even get the cards, and the cards are actually really kind of cool because the cards have like full arts, and that's the irony. Like, this is such a big kick in the teeth because it's like, hey, you know, rush duels that you don't actually get in America or EU or anything like that in the TCG. Well, we're going to give them full arts, and you're like, oh, okay, whatever. But we're going to give them full arts of your classic cards. Like, we're going to give them full arts of Dark Magician Go, and everything else. And you're like, bro, really? Like, do you want to kick us in the nuts anymore? Regional qualifiers, July 27th to September 29. I do quite like this map, though, actually. I like the zones. Like, I think that that's a bit of creativity there. Is like, you're adding a bit more to the zones. They're not just, like, empty spaces. But, how do you rise again there? Oh, what is this? Fiendsmith Tempai Dragon. versus Fiendsmith Rescue Ace. Okay, buckle in. Let's watch this crazy match. I do like this that they've got games on the side though. That's kind of cool. Because I think one big issue they used to have with the streams is they used to get like a bit dead after a while. They used to be like, yeah, cool, that's it, nothing more. And you'd be like, bruh, I want more. But I'm curious how the Fiendsmith helped the Rescue Ace. Like I get how the Fiendsmith help Snake Eyes. But how does it help? Do they literally just go... No, they can't go Beatrice and M7. Sequence fuses. Come on, show me goo. Show me something unique. Make me go, whoa, that's creative, bro. Don't make me go... Show me the money. Show me the money. Trying to see how they bridge. How do they bridge? So literally just princess. Is that it? Oh, OSS. Cool. So creative. I am curious by this Fiendsmith Tempai, but I reckon he's on board breakers. He must be on board breakers. Imperm, Ash, Bonfire. Preventer. Is that Preventer? That's not Preventer. See, I don't even think Rescue Ace was that degenerate in comparison. And they completely snipped them. So... the savagery sometimes. What else have we got? What else have we got? I can't see what's been brought back. Oh, Preventer. Link. Are we really going to do all of this for a Appaloosa with an... Well, I mean, having an anti-spell is pretty brutal. Rescue. How did that come back? What did I mean? Oh, Preventer. Doy. Turbulence. Getting rid of that. Turbulence to set 4. I mean, the fact he's about to set 4 and an anti-spell is it's pretty much going to do a giant middle finger to the board breakers of the Tempai player. Am I going to need to dust off Rescue? I don't really want to dust off Rescue Ace just to be like, hey, look, I'm doing the same thing as everything else, but I'm setting 4 instead. So, yeah. I do like the idea of front row and back row. But like the idea is this just gets blown out by a lightning storm or a duster. And the only thing that's about to save him is that 5th card there. Unless he's top deck, like unless he's got a Cosmic Cyclone or something, I don't see how he doesn't go draw phase. Here, just do it. Oh, flipping dirty. Oh, he's got the Cosmic. He's got the Cosmic. He's got the Cosmic. Not that I want to be celebrating for Tempai, but like I don't want to see anyone just auto lose to a anti-spell. And he's got the field spell as well. My guy got the Cosmic. Has he got a way to stop the Cosmic? I don't think any other back row stops the Cosmic. No, cool. Alright, back to square one. I mean, he's got the field spell as well. Like, he's got combo. Has he got a way to stop the field spell? I mean, he's got a pretty good hand, man. If you didn't have a way to stop the... If you didn't have a way to stop the Cosmic, he's not going to have a way to stop the Kaiman, right? So this is just game. Well, unless you use the trap... Do you use the trap card on... Does their turn end if you use the trap card on Pedra and tell it, say, the... Is it Reinforced, the one that says it can't be used as material for anything? Guess we're about to wait and see. We'll probably do this as the last duel and then I'll jump off because obviously it's a completely different time scale here in the UK. It's currently 20 to 10. So I know it's not massively late, but there's only so much Yu-Gi-Oh! I can watch in one day. Especially when I've got to be up early, I've got to go and run the OTS, which is a very good point. Let me just double check that no one has asked for anything. Okay, so what have we got? We've got Turbulence. Or would you stop the... Is it the... No, because then as soon as you do that, right, to stop the Chandra, surely they chain Pydra to Synchro Summon, right? I don't know. I haven't faced Rescue Ace for a pretty minute. Trying to think what else he's got along that back row. It's one more spell, one more trap, isn't it? There's Kaiman. Yeah. I suppose Kaiman just gets another Chandra, right? And that's your second... That's the tuner you need. Wait, hang on. Let me get the... Rescue Ace trap cards. Got to try and figure out what each of them are. So Reinforce is... Target a Rescue Ace once you control until the end of the turn against 1500 attack defense. It is unaffected by your opponent's monster effects. Also, the next time it would be destroyed by is not destroyed. You can banish this card from the graveyard. Target a Rescue Ace spell in your graveyard setting on the field. Okay. And the other one he activated was Extinguish. If you control Rescue Ace once, a target an effect once your opponent tries to destroy it, then if you currently control Hydrant, your opponent cannot activate the effects of that destroying monster or monsters with the same original name this turn. Okay, so we just can't use Chandra's effects. Which is fine, because you just use Pedra's effects, right? But then I suppose it also stops Chandra summoning from the deck. So that's kind of cool. Whoa, 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 what the hell happened? What the hell happened? I blinked and now all of a sudden the board's gone crazy. Assuming he synchro summoned into something. That's not me, by the way. That's this. I mean, this has to be game, right? Oh my god, he's got no rotor targets left. LOL. Setback, extinguish, nice. princess? Or do you just go access code, clear up? He's got what, 2 links in the grave? Yeah, he's got 2 links in the grave. Celine would make 3. He's got to be very careful though, because if that is a Biden, you've got to make sure you kill in 2 attacks. No, in less than 2 attacks. Where are you going? What are you doing? I mean, the 2 tournaments is on the board. We still don't know if that's a Biden face down. I assume it's a Biden. My guy, I know you're up on life, but you got 3 minutes. Oh, it doesn't even need to do a full OTK. You just got to get 1 attack in. Imagine, right, you're at this point, but you've already got a warning. And you take too much time figuring out your play, that you get a slow play warning. And then that loses you the duel when you're already in full control. Like, just kill the game off. Why are you overdoing this? I don't know what that back row could be. But definitely seem to be overdoing it. Like, surely you do all this in main phase 2. Come on, my guy. Finish this off. Could have made more space and used your heater to bring back his Chandra, which would have been really funny. There's your access code, but he's making an access code with a 2, man. A 2. Alright, pick off the back row. Hit Waking the Dragon. Waking the Dragon trigger. Summon. Lol. Kaiman. Oh, he's got the Ash. GG. Game over. User wins. Get rid of the monster. Is it a Bile? I wasn't a Bile, it was Pydra. Okay, fine. Yeah, game. Baru Tahal. Okay, cool. Like I said, there's only so much Yu-Gi-Oh! I can watch that is Semod. Oh yeah, let's promote Master Duel, my guys. Unrealistic expectations, just saying. I haven't seen this before, so... Hey, look, I'm using my official playmat. Gotta send it to someone that's got decent Wi-Fi on a bus. Because that businesswoman clearly plays Yu-Gi-Oh! Hey, fair enough. APS. TG anime. TGS anime, isn't it? It's looking worryingly empty. I'm not gonna lie. It's a lot less empty, like a lot more empty spaces than I was expecting to see. Especially on day 1, I would have thought this is Ramo, and it's only round 3. Anyway, guess I'll just leave it there. Like I said, I've got the OTS Championship locals for us tomorrow. So I will maybe try and live stream that. I haven't really decided yet. But if I do live stream it, then you'll be able to watch I'll try and get some different duels on board than just Snake Eyes this and Fiendsmith that. But you just never know what's going to turn up. I know there is definitely a Madolce there tomorrow, so that'll be something a little bit different and a little bit spicy. See, look at all these empty chairs, man. At Euros, it was ram-packed. You could barely move. What is going on here? That's kind of cool. What is that? Anyway, cool. All right, well, thank you all for watching. And hanging and chilling. That's kind of what I want to do on a Saturday night now, to be honest. Like, if I'm going to do anything, I'll do a live stream. We can hang out, we can chill, we can chat, we can watch replays, or usually what I'll do is do a tier list for the upcoming week. But because the ban is so close, it's kind of now just waiting for that moment of them just going, yeah, cool, banned, done and dusted. Anyway, thanks so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, share, follow us for more information. Until next time, as absolutely always, stay safe, and of course, happy dueling. And now a bit of behind the scenes as I try and figure out my extra screen. Where's my Wirecast? This is the awkward part. Thank you. Cool. Have a good one, guys. Bye.